Hi, Brad and Pamela from Wellness Within, here to help you stress less and thrive. Welcome to part 11 of our series on how to help you reduce your stress naturally. Now, in our last video, we introduced you to a tapping technique called Tell the Story. And this technique is used to resolve emotions and aspects related to past troublesome events. In this video, you'll learn what to do when you can't resolve emotionally laden past events.
Right. And we're often asked, what do I do if I can't get the emotional intensity to subside? Well, if you're tapping and perhaps using the tell the story technique and carefully addressing those aspects that come up, then your expectations might be that the emotional intensity does go down. However, this sometimes doesn't happen. Sometimes the emotional intensity remains high, or it may come down to a level and then just remain at that level, and that's an uncomfortable one for you. And there are two reasons that we want to talk about that this might happen.
Sure. So the first reason is that it's likely that you're not getting to the root cause. So the emotions that you're tapping on in the present event is bouncing off the emotions of previously unresolved past events. So until you resolve the emotions related to the previous event, the current event will be difficult to resolve. So to give you an example, a female worker's anxiety came from, in the presence of her boss, came from an 8 down to a 5, but then it plateaued. And through some detective work and the use of some additional tapping techniques, what came up was the fact that years ago she was sexually assaulted by a redheaded man. Well, her boss, being redheaded, was triggering her anxiety when she was in his presence. So until we resolved the original event, the sexual assault event, whenever she would be in the presence of her boss, who was redheaded, or any redheaded man, she would then feel anxiety, and it would be hard to resolve that issue. See, she had an emotional attachment to redheaded men that she was not aware of, which was the root cause of her anxiety when in the presence of her boss.
The second reason is that it's difficult sometimes on your own to resolve those emotional attachments. And this is because of the role of your subconscious. You see, the job of your subconscious is to keep you safe and happy. And this includes not allowing you to re-experience a negative past event. It also includes developing beliefs about yourself, about others, or the world that at the time seem to make sense in terms of keeping you safe and happy, yet now are no longer serving you, but they're still there in your subconscious. And to give you an example of this, if as a young girl, the crowd that you hung around with shunned girls who were into athletics, then you might have developed the belief that if I join that sports team that I'm interested in, then I'm going to be rejected as well. And so you avoid physical activity. Well, then as an adult, you're fully aware of the health benefits of regular exercise, yet you can't understand why you're so frustrated and unmotivated to stick with any exercise program. Well, that subconscious limiting belief that was developed so long ago is now, it is the root cause of your frustration and your lack of motivation.
So to find root causes takes practice and detective work. And we offer a couple programs that can help you do just that. The first program I want to mention to you is a 3-week Tapping to Freedom group program on Zoom or by phone that, number one, allows you to experience what tapping is like and how tapping makes you feel. Secondly, it helps you build confidence in the use of tapping. Thirdly, it helps you identify and shift or resolve emotions related to your particular troublesome events. And finally, it helps you learn how to resolve triggering aspects of past events. It also makes you help you feel better.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The second program is Tapping to Freedom one-on-one program, which is uniquely designed or specifically designed for your unique goals and needs. And this program is truly transformational in that it identifies and resolves the emotional, physical, and behavioral symptoms that you're struggling with. It also digs deeper to identify and then shift the limiting beliefs and triggering emotions that are keeping you stressed. So, in other words, that it is getting to the root cause of your stress. So go ahead and click on the link below to get more details on each of these programs and find out how you can take advantage of them towards your journey on tapping to freedom. So thank you for joining us.
And we'll see you soon.
Yeah, we do.
Bye now.